the Greek Revolution of Independence in 1821. The Greek Revolution happened 200 years ago. Then Greece was not an independent and free state as it is today. She was enslaved in the Ottoman Empire, as Turkey was called in those years. The Greeks lived enslaved to the Turks for 400 years, from the fall of Constantinople. The Greeks lived in poverty and paid the Turks a tax they called harasi. They didn't have schools to learn Greek. The legend says that the priests secretly taught the children at night in the churches and monasteries. That's why they called it a secret school. Or whenever the Turks needed an army, they forcibly took the children and turned them into Turkish soldiers who called them janissaries. And generally, they could not decide for themselves like all enslaved people. In these 400 years, they sometimes tried to rebel and resist against the power of the Turks, but without success, because they were few and without weapons, while the Ottoman Empire was powerful. So they understood that they must organize a revolution all together in Greece, and that Greece become a free and independent state. This idea became stronger by seeing other peoples in those years who rebelled for their independence, such as the American Revolution and especially the French one, who wanted all men to be free, equal, and fraternal. But this time the revolution had to be well organized, weapons, money had to be found, and all Greeks had to be united. But mainly it had to be organized secretly so that the Turks would not find out. That is why a secret association was founded by 3 Greeks living in Russia. All Greeks who became members swore an oath on their lives that they would help the revolution and keep it a secret. On March 25, 1821, all the leaders gathered in Agia Lavra in Kalavrita. The legend says that the despot of old Patras Germanos raised the banner of the revolution and swore to it the fighters. That's how it started. The Siege of Messaloniki is one of the most heroic pages of the Greek Revolution. Dionysios Solomos, listening to the sound of cannons from the defenders of Messaloniki from Zakynthos, wrote the poem Free Besieged, which became our national anthem. The Greeks defended Messaloniki until hunger and poverty from the siege left them no other choice. Instead of surrendering on Lazarus Saturday, 1826, they made the heroic exodus. Many Greek warriors, as well as women and small children, were killed staying true to the idea of the revolution. And they put her motto into practice, freedom or death. But their sacrifice was not wasted, because this heroic act shocked the peoples of the whole world. The foreign powers of the time, the English, the French, and the Russians, decided this time to intervene and help the Greeks. So they sent a fleet to Navarino, which destroyed the fleet of the Turks. The naval battle of Navarino opened the way for the creation of the Greek state. In 1828, Ioannis Kapodistrias arrived in Nafplio and was elected the first governor of Free Greece, and Nafplio became the first capital of the Greek state. But what we must remember from the Greek Revolution of 1821 is that freedom and independence require effort and struggle not only to win, but also to preserve.
Ένα σίδερα αναμένο έχω στην καρδιά. Είναι η δική σου αγάπη που με τυραννά. Θα έχω σ' όλη τη ζωή μου βάρος στη συνείδησή μου για τα τόσα σφάλματά μου που σε διώξαν μακριά μου.